that there is head of public service also who coordinates cabinet, principal secretaries. So I'm wondering, the cabinet prime minister is dealing with cabinet principal secretaries who have ministers in their line of duty. But more importantly, Chair, I also want the nominee to take this opportunity to slate and lay to rest the issue of the golden bag. The golden bag issue, and this other issue of the cemetery land. And having been a mayor of a city one time, under the previous Cap 265, the previous Act of Parliament.
Which city?
Where you visited me one time. We couldn't find a proper hotel. I couldn't find a proper hotel for you, but you visited the city with one street. So, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair, that cap required the approval of the cabinet minister for the county councils and municipalities for functions that they were supposed to do, including approving their budgets. So I want him to take this opportunity today to lay this matter to rest once and for all. And lastly, I wanted to ask the nominee whether he's happy with his office at Kenya Railways,
Junet.
whether that office is suitable for a prime cabinet minister.
Nishimbogo.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, before I ask my question, I want to put a rejoinder on what Honorable Junet has just said in the issue of Anglo-leasing, Golden Bag, and the cemetery land scandals. I would ask a question to Honorable Musalia. What will be taking responsibility mean to you? Because these things happen under your watch when you are the former finance minister and the local government minister. My question now will be, don't you think that His Excellency the President has done injustices to appoint some leaders among the cabinet secretaries who had already been rejected by the electorate, or rather by the public, during the just ended elections? I thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is to the nominee. Under Executive Order number 1, one of the functions that has been, or one of the roles to be played by your office is that of coordinating the legislative agenda of the government with the parliament. This is where actually it comes into conflict, or it's supposed to be in conflict with the role of the Honorable Attorney General, but it's clarified that it is coordinating the legislative function between the legislature and the ministries. And in most cases, ministries deal with the subsidiary legislation. We have seen ministries making laws, subsidiary laws, which are known as delegated legislation, which are so inconsistent with the other laws that it has taken Parliament a lot of time to actually do away with most of those regulations. That is called annulling, and this is done through the Committee on Delegated Legislation. As the coordinator of that function, how do you propose to deal with laws made by ministries when they are brought to Parliament, so that we do not have to spend a lot of time annulling, but should actually be passed for purposes of enabling the government to function properly?
Thank you, Speaker, Chair. Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, taking your experience in economics and having served as Minister for Finance in this country, looking at this country, the cost of living is very high. We have issues of the subsidies in fuel and unga and all that. How would you advise the President on how to bring down the cost of living, how to work around the issues of subsidies and bring down the cost of fuel in this country, and what would be the expectations of Kenyans in terms of economic revival and economic uplifting as you take office as Prime Cabinet Secretary? Thank you.
There we go. Nominee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just want to